Dear students, in today's class, we'll be dealing with the topic e-commerce. And in the e-commerce, in this class, we'll just try to find the meaning of e-commerce and try to understand what does this concept mean. And secondly, we'll see some of the definitions given by some authorities. Then we'll see some of the examples of e-commerce. Now, as we are dealing with the topic e-commerce, let's proceed. The term e-commerce has two words. This could be divided into two. That is one e and another is commerce. So, e means what? E means electronic. So, we have seen many electronic gadgets. The 20th and 21st century revolution is electronic field where so many electronic gadgets have come up and that have changed the human life. Therefore, E is electronic. Then commerce. So you are all commerce students. After your 10th standard, you selected commerce in the PUC. After that, you went through graduation for 3 years, commerce, and now again you are studying commerce. Therefore, I don't think that I should explain the word commerce. But just to bring back to your memory what you have studied, especially that you studied in your business studies in the first PUC. Commerce means trade and aids to trade. So, trade and aids to trade together becomes commerce. So, now another two new concepts have come here when we are dealing with the word commerce. That is, one is trade and another is aids to trade. Now, let's see what is this trade means. Trade means very simple buying and selling of goods. Trade is very limited term. It is not a vast term. It is referred only to the process of buying and selling of goods. So it is one part of business. Trade is one part of business and trade is one part of commerce. Just trade doesn't become a commerce. It's one part of commerce. Therefore, buying and selling of goods is trade. Then another term in the commerce we saw, that's aids to trade. So here we have to go still further. What are these aids to trade? Now to do trade, that is especially to buy and sell goods, you require many other things. Many elements helps for the buying and selling of goods, and they are banking, insurance, communication, advertisement and warehousing. These are the main aspects which helps the trade, that is buying and selling of goods. Banking. You take it now, how the banks help for buying and selling of goods. Banks help especially to give loan to buy the product. Banks help to make the payments to the buyer as well as to the seller. In many other ways banks help. So for trade, banking helps. Therefore, it is one of the aids to trade. Therefore, banking is a commerce. Then, insurance. See, whenever you are purchasing a costly product, always you think of an insurance. Or especially when you are purchasing a vehicle, you think of an insurance. And even when you do some kind of a business, you think of a insurance. Therefore, in buying and selling of goods, if any damages takes place, to compensate that or to avoid a bigger loss, a trader one who does buying and selling process may go for the insurance. Therefore, the insurance is also one of the aids to trade, and insurance is also a commerce. Then we have another aid to trade, that is communication. So we have learnt and heard many things about communication, but especially let's just concentrate on various mediums of communication. We have a television which communicates, we have newspapers, magazines, we have print media, then we have at present the telephone system, mobile phones, and various other things, and especially the revolution of the times is internet. All these medias are very much necessary and helpful for the trade, for buying and selling of products. You see on the TV, advertisements come. People get attracted, they go and buy a product. You see the newspapers, offers are presented, and by looking at the offers, you make the purchase. Over the internet, variety of advertisements are sent, then about the information of the products are given. So in various ways it helps the buyer and seller, one who does involved in trading. Next we have another is advertisement. Absolutely, advertisement could be given through different medias, but advertisement itself one of the element, and it is a commerce, it's a business. Therefore advertisements help for buying and selling. Then warehousing. Warehousing means a storehouse where you store the products. Now, when you are doing a big business, all of your items cannot be presented in the showroom or a place where you are selling. The products has to be stored somewhere, and you require godowns or warehouses. Therefore, the warehousing facility whatever provided is also a commerce. Now you understand how vast the term commerce is. It's not so simple. Trade is very simple. Buying and selling of the products or goods is a trade. But whatever elements that helps the trade is a commerce. Let's go a little ahead. What is commerce? Just some things I may be repeating here once again. Commerce includes trade and auxiliaries to trade. Auxiliaries means word means just aids to trade. Okay. So it's a similar term, or aids or auxiliaries. So commerce includes trade and auxiliaries to trade. So my first equation you must see, commerce is equal to trade plus aids to trade. That's the equation. Then buying and selling of goods is termed as trade. Already we studied. But there are a lot of activities that facilitates the process of trade. We already saw what all the activities that facilitates the process of trade. So again I am repeating here. They are banking, insurance, communication, advertisement, warehousing. So I think you are clear with what is commerce. Now when we are dealing with the commerce, we cannot forget another word, that is industry. So what is this industry? Now we'll get a still wider picture. Industry looks after the production aspect of business, whereas commerce looks after the distribution of the business. So this sentence is very important for us, and another word we have to concentrate is business. See, is commerce, industry, business, trade, auxiliaries to trade same? No. We already saw the difference of trade, already saw what is commerce, we already saw what are the aids to trade or auxiliaries to trade. Now what is industry? Industry is the one which looks after the production aspects. So whatever the process of producing the product is going on, that is called industry. So I don't require to give a further information because it's not connected with the e-commerce, but just to give you little information about the word industry I told you. Then we have to be very clear what another term, business. Business is little vaster concept than commerce. See, in the commerce we saw only the trade and auxiliaries to trade, but business includes even the production aspect. In the commerce we have not looked after the production aspect. Producing is referred to the industry and business, whereas this sentence, whereas commerce looks after the distribution aspect of business. See, in the business you have industry and commerce both together. Industry takes the aspect of producing, and commerce takes the aspect of distribution. So now I hope you are clear. Business is a wider term. From business you have two things, industry and commerce. So in the commerce you have trade and auxiliaries to trade. So whatever connected with the banking, insurance, communication, advertisement and warehousing is a trade. Whatever connected with buying and selling is a trade. Whatever connected with the production, it goes to the industry. And all industrial aspects and all commerce aspects come together and become a business. Let's go further. Whatever is produced must be consumed. It is a proper thing. If there is no customer, then a particular item, production of a item will be closed down, because the purpose of production is always for the consumption. There should be an end user, there should be a customer, then only the industry produces. If there are no customers, there is no meaning in producing something. Therefore whatever is produced, it must be consumed. But how to reach to the consumption, or how to reach to the customer? See here, to facilitate this consumption, there must be a proper distribution channel. See, if there is no proper distribution channel, that is distributing the goods from the producer to the consumer or a customer, then it's a meaningless. Therefore commerce facilitates to transfer of goods from producer to consumer. The commerce plays a big role here between the producer and the customer or the consumer. So because of the existence of commerce, the goods produced in the industry is taken and supplied to the consumer or the customer. Then commerce facilitates the transfer of goods from producer to the consumer. Commerce is the connecting link between producers and consumers. I hope you are getting a deeper meaning and understanding of the word commerce. Why I am stressing on this is because you must understand what commerce is. Then only we can go ahead with the subject e-commerce. Because if we do not know what commerce itself is, then it is very difficult and we will not be getting a clear meaning of e-commerce till the end of finishing the subject. That's why please learn something more about the word commerce. Commerce is the connecting link between producers and consumers. Commerce includes all those activities which are necessary for maintaining a free flow of goods from producers to consumers. I hope now you have understood what the word commerce is, what all things included in the commerce. So, and also you understood what are the differences between different concepts like commerce, trade, business, industry. For a common man, all these words are the same. Trade also same, commerce also same, business also same, industry also same. But to the commerce students, there is a difference. What is industry, what is trade, what is commerce, and what is business. See, in a gradation, I'll be telling you just which has a higher gradation. Business, it's a vast concept. From there, you have to come little down, that is a commerce. So, from commerce, you have to come little down, that is a trade. And another is another stream we have industry. So, this is a just I gave you a little vertical vertical authoritative presentation. Now we'll move ahead. So we saw what is E, we saw what is commerce, and let's put together the commerce that is conducted through the electronic medium is a e-commerce. So electronic commerce is about doing business electronically. This is what I wanted to say. Now after understanding what is commerce, it is very easy for us. The trade that is conducted through the electronic medium. So simple, I hope. E-commerce. So commerce we know, buying and selling of goods. So buying and selling of goods, if it takes place in the electronic medium format, then it is e-commerce. Let's see another meaning. Electronic commerce is where business transactions take place via telecommunications networks, especially the internet. Here the word internet is stressed because the telecommunications today are based mostly on the internet. We know earlier days we had all land phones, just the telecommunication. But today all the calls and other things are done through the medium of using the internet. Therefore, it's a highly improved version of the telecommunication, and this mainly helps the e-commerce. Therefore, it is stressed in this meaning that electronic commerce is where business transaction takes place via telecommunication network, especially the internet. So business that is taking place through the internet is e-commerce or electronic. Another meaning of this one e-commerce will say electronic commerce describes the buying and selling of products, services and information via computer networks including the internet. Again here we must see another computer and internet. So today not only computer, even the mobile phones are sufficient for the e-commerce. So here we get another word computer. So our computers are connected with the internet, and just by having a computer and internet you can buy or sell your products, and that is called electronic commerce. So let's go ahead. Let's see some of the definitions. And one of the definitions here is e-commerce is defined as any form of business transaction in which the parties interact electronically rather than by physical exchange of documents or direct meetings amongst officials. See, rather than direct meeting and physical exchange of documents. So business transactions takes place between the parties electronically. Let's give a little importance to the word parties. See, whenever the business is taking place, commerce is taking place, trade is taking place, it is not a single person involved, it's always two or more people. There should be a buyer, there should be a seller, then only a trade takes place. Otherwise, there is no. Therefore, always there are parties, it's not any single individual. Therefore, two people or more people interact through the electronic mediums, over the phone or through the internet. They buy and sell the product and make the payments. So that is called the e-commerce. So they are avoiding two things here: physical exchange of documents. See, whenever you buy or sell a product, you don't make any physical exchange either of documents or goods. Either of the documents you don't make it, even of the bill and all you send it through the internet. Then direct meeting, people don't meet directly, just over the phone or through the internet they make the dealing, no direct meeting. So now from this definition we are clear that without meeting the people, without exchanging the any kind of documents physically, you do the business electronically, and that is known as the electronic commerce or e-commerce. This is one definition. Let's go with the another definition that's given by European websites. So in the year 1997 this definition is given. So what's the speciality of the year 1997? Why not before than that, you may be asking. So let us stress a little, when does this e-commerce begin? So it's not a very old concept. So just now 25 years are over. So in the year 1995, Amazon company today which we have on the website, that company started to sell the books through the internet, and that is called e-commerce. That's the initial effort done by the Amazon company to sell the books. So that is the beginning, and that is the seed of the e-commerce. From there the commerce developed, and today within 25 years we know how much changes have taken place and where we have reached and what all things we do through the e-commerce. So in the further studies and all we'll get it, but say in the year 1995 the e-commerce business has begun, and in the 1997 itself the definition is given from the European websites. So what the European website says: electronic commerce is general concept covering any form of business transaction or information exchange, executed using information and communication technology, IT, between companies, then between their customers, and between companies and public administration. Let's see in detail this definition. Electronic commerce is a general concept covering any form of business transaction, any form of whatever may be the business or information exchange. How it is done, business executed using IT, information and communication technology. IT companies, IT companies use the computers and internet and do a lot of things there. If you go through or you meet and discuss with any IT member, you will come to know what all things they do, and that technology is used in your house, in your hand, and in the shops, and from there you are buying and selling the items. So this is a little further version they have given you, using information and communication technology, where all it is used between companies, between companies. So between companies means one company and another company. A trade takes place between company to company. It is not between company and the consumer. One company is producing and selling the product to another company. Therefore, a trade commerce between the company. So when they do the business company, they don't go or they don't meet physically, rather through the electronic media, through the IT they do the business between companies. Second is between companies and their customers. So usually the general public, they are customers and they buy the products from the companies. So that also done not going physically but over the website, internet, or through the telecommunication. And lot of examples we have for that: Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal, all these things in this business comes. Then between companies and public administration. What is public administration? The public administration is the government, the ruling party. So the ruling party government also requires some of the items, also requires various kinds of goods for ruling the country, ruling the state. And for all these things, it has to purchase the products, items, goods from the companies. And even the government uses the electronic medium to buy the products. Therefore, between companies and the public administration, therefore this definition gives a little expanded meaning, that mainly basing on the little information of models of e-business it gives between companies and their customers, and between companies and public administration, but doing business electronically and not physically. Let's see next another one definition. So, according to WTO, all of you know, World Trade Organization. So, according to the World Trade Organization, what is this e-commerce is? Now, according to World Trade Organization, e-commerce is production, distribution, marketing, sale or delivery of goods and services by electronic means. A commercial transaction can be divided into three main stages: advertising and searching stage, ordering and payment stage, and delivery stage. Any or all of these may be carried out electronically and may therefore be covered by the concept of electronic commerce. It's a big definition, but we have three sentences here. That's why we go by sentence to sentence. The first sentence ends here, the second sentence ends here, and the remaining is a third sentence. So we'll go with the first sentence. So first sentence we'll see that mainly five words. They are: one, production; second, distribution; third, marketing; fourth, sale; and fifth one is delivery. So production, producing any good. Sometimes we may be thinking, production, how electronically you produce? Is it possible to produce anything? Just one example I give you. Electronically producing video games. It is a product. Many people are now over the internet, you are buying. Half. Is it not a produced over the internet? There are so many apps. The apps which are cost, sometimes they have to be purchased. So some are costly, some are cheap. That apps are produced. So some things are electronically produced. Applications, we know we use many applications in the computer, especially the for accounting we use Tally. They are created or produced electronically and that is used. Therefore production, electronically producing something. Then secondly, distribution. So distribution, now we know that products are distributed to the electronic mediums through the websites. Then marketing. So you have studied the subject marketing, and marketing is a vast thing. So whatever connected with the marketing, whatever you can do in the business, even the advertisement comes there. So marketing. Then sale. So products could be sold. Now you have a old car, then put it on the website or net social media, and somebody buyers comes forward, you can sell. Then delivery of goods. So now you see courier, you are just delivered, and that you can track where it is. So your delivery process, all delivery process, you know it. So through the electronic medium. So delivery of goods and services, it's not only goods but goods and services. You must be clear. The product is a one word. Product could be goods, either goods or services. So production, distribution, marketing, sale or delivery of goods and services by electronic means. Second sentence will go. A commercial transaction can be divided into three main stages. And what are the three main stages? Advertising and searching stage. This is the first stage it is says. Then ordering and payment stage. And third one is delivery stage. So these could be done through the electronic mediums. So especially through the internet you can advertise, or searching stage you can. Now all of you know how to search the price of a product, or models of a product, or brands of the products. You go, click over the internet, click in your electronic device and find out. So now to find a price of any item, you need not go to the shop. You want to know what is the color of particular item, or what is the new brand has come up, you go to the net and search it. So advertising and searching stage. And then ordering and payment stage. So you order a product, do the payment. So ordering also could be done through the website, and payment also could be done through the website. And delivery stage, so when it will be delivered, and how it will be delivered, everything, all the information will be given to you. So this also included in the e-commerce. Then any or all of this may be carried out electronically and may therefore be covered by the concept electronic commerce. So I hope you got a little bit deeper understanding of what electronic commerce is. Let's go a little further now. Next. So next we'll be dealing with the another definition. So this is not a much of definition, just a meaning I have given in a simpler term. So e-commerce is doing business online, or buying products or services through web storefronts. So buying products or services through websites, or doing business online. So this is e-commerce. So products could be trading of any physical products such as tractors, cars, trucks, etc. Sometimes when you see think of product, as I have given some examples like video games, applications, apps, then you might got only that related to the electronic mediums only you can do the e-commerce. No, it is not referred to that. Even buying and selling of your car, or a truck, or a tractor, everything is e-commerce. Then another is services could be distant education. Now during the pandemic season, you know that education is delivered to you through the online medium, and your fees is collected. So this is what service is given to you through the online medium. In the same way, distant education, that through the various courses are available online today, and you have to, for some courses you have to pay heavily. They will supply you the certificate, but you do the course online. You need not go to any college, school, or any institution. So at the same time, you have a medical consultation online with an hospital outside the country. Even if you want to have a medical information, or a particular doctor consultation with a particular doctor, you can do it. Arranging a excursion, so an tour or anything, if you want to arrange also, you can do the online communication, and everything is possible. So now you got how vast the term e-commerce is. It is not specified to a limited aspect, but to the all aspects of the business. That's why e-commerce is not a simple matter, very vast thing. Next, to conclude today's class, e-commerce is a business conducted exclusively through an electronic format. It is derived from the phrase electronic commerce. So I hope you have understood the concept e-commerce. So in today's class I just gave you an introduction to the word e-commerce with some meaning and with the few definitions. I hope you have gone through and you have tried to understand. So in the next class I'll be giving some of the examples and further information about the e-commerce. So stay online and let's learn e-commerce and let's try to finish this subject with a few weeks. Thank you.